What do I say when people ask me what I do? I tell them we make gadgets, and which is really the truth.
These are highly engineered, highly thought out products that wind up doing a high value added thing in a particular industry.
Several Meters components are critical inside of technological devices for our customers. They're generally the heart of the part that is making the whole thing work. Our components, our bellows, our electroforms make the whole process, the whole piece of equipment actually perform what it needs to perform. It may not necessarily be the largest piece inside the apparatus, but it is in fact one of the most important pieces.
Engineers are fascinated by our products. The biggest problem we have, once we get in there, they don't let us go.
Most of the parts that we manufacture are not used directly by a consumer. They're used in surgical procedures. They can be used in the airplane that we're flying on, help space missions, in satellites, and then also in scientific instruments to actually measure and record. So we're actually a product that can be used in many different areas, and the applications seem to be endless.
The thing that we do is we provide customized solutions over and over again to different customers in many, many industries, and that's the beauty behind our company. It's really a testimony to what we do.
Wherever you find high technology serving mankind, you'll find Servometer, a global leader in the production of precision electroformed bellows and related products.
A bellows is a mechanical device that moves very precisely depending on what it's intended to do. This is a gold-plated bellows, for example, and as you can see from the movement of the product, you can elongate it, you can also compress it. And the beauty behind this is that this can happen repeatedly over and over again without loss of integrity of the metal.
The bellows is used as a flexible connection between one end that's usually fixed and another end that can be rotated. The benefit of the work that we do is we can provide a seal, a hermetic seal, in an application where there's a fluid or a gas.
There really are a lot of instances where it's absolutely necessary to have a device which is flexible, which can take up differences in position.
The 50-year history of Servometer is the history of modern high technology itself. Founded upon the shoulders of a burgeoning aerospace industry, the company's products and services have expanded into a broad spectrum of electronic and mechanical applications.
Servometer is a terrific business in that it manufactures products that are truly vital to a particular application, whether it's inside of a fighter jet aircraft or if it's inside some semiconductor equipment. Okay, it is a product that makes those other products work and work better.
Some of Servometer's successes are built into the space shuttle. We have 48 bellows that control the three main rocket motors on the space shuttle. These parts are what NASA calls critical one, which means if they were to fail, it's loss of life, loss of vehicle. Along with those 48 valves that we also have 5 sets of bellows that control the cabin pressure for the astronauts. We also have a few sets of bellows assemblies that dump the pressure into space should the cabin pressure get too high. Along with that, we also have some bellows assemblies that are in the astronauts' backpack in the spacesuits themselves that they use both when they're doing spacewalks as well as if there was any type of emergency, they'd be activated for that as well.
Another great success story that I think Servometer has participated in, which is live right now and current and ongoing, is with the military overseas. We have worked from the ground up on a fire suppression system for the Humvee, which has been tested out, proven out, and we're in over, I believe, 90,000 units is out on the field. Well, what it does in the event of a fire in the Humvee, it in milliseconds releases a a fire suppressant for both of the passengers within the Humvee. What this does, of course, because the design of the Humvee, in the event of a fire, they're more or less trapped, especially in the enemy conditions that they're in. The exiting of that vehicle is going to compromise their safety. So when an event of such of a fire does occur, it's got to be guaranteed that this switch that we manufacture does work.
For medical, we make a lens device for an endoscopic camera. We've made components for hearing aids. We've made a pretty critical component for a surgical aid, which helps to regulate the patient's body temperature during surgery. It's not an implantable device, but it's inserted actually during the time of the surgery.
Servometer helps with the energy situation in several different ways. We do have couplings inside of the wind generators. Our coupling is basically telling the electronics of the wind turbine how fast it's moving so that it can adjust the pitch of the blade in order to slow it down or speed it up in order to maintain the correct amount of kilowatts, I suppose, that are coming out of the generator itself.
As the world searches for better sources and maybe more abundant sources of fuel, it turns out that they've got to go deeper and deeper into the earth for these searches. And guess what? Our bellows help them go deeper and farther into the earth to be able to find new sources of oil, new sources of gas, and help them bring these products to the surface.
Building upon the electroplated bellows, its core product, Servometer has become an engineering problem solver for companies all over the world.
The engineers out in the field generally want a solution that will be reliable and be as close to perfection as they possibly can.
You'll have an engineer, for example, working at a particular company that will remember Servometer from years past and the success he had with it. So he may run into a particular application and he'll think of a bellows product that may be able to solve a problem that he's having.
Without our product, our customer would not be able to produce their product because they actually cannot go anywhere else for it. So we do have a niche with our customers, as well as we have a technology that can't be duplicated.
It's always the people, it's always engineering talent our company has got. Our engineers are very adept and very skillful at being able to solve a customer's problems. And by doing so, we form a very, very nice relationship with our customers and with the engineering staff of a particular company.
New and expanding markets present a bright future for Servometer, an optimistic picture made even more so by the acquisition of Florida-based Bellows Tech.
Bellows Tech is going to give us a lot of opportunities that we haven't had before.
Bellows Tech allows us the opportunity to get involved in applications where the electrodeposited bellows that we manufacture can't possibly perform.
Because Bellows Tech is able to manufacture stainless steels and titaniums and things that are safer to use with the human body and in some more adverse conditions, it'll give us the opportunity to quote on things that we've had to kind of pass on before.
Do I sound kind of optimistic? Yes, I am optimistic because of a number of different things. Again, you take a look at the people we have here. I think we're just terrific people. They work very, very well together. We're in growing markets. That always helps. But I think the reason why I'm so optimistic is that the reputation of Servometer and Bellows Tech will live long into the future because of the experience levels that customers have had with both companies.
Servometer was built on innovative engineering and a fundamental philosophy of hard work, honesty, and teamwork.
I haven't yet seen a challenge too big here at the company. Again, that goes back to the wonderful engineering staff that we have and the staff that we have here at Servometer. They've been able to do absolutely amazing things and actually in record time in helping customers address their needs.
We're a small company and we're internationally situated, and we have world-class engineering and production capabilities. And you know, for a company our size, it's rare. I think we go out of our way, and our customers realize that, and so do our reps. That we go out of our way to serve them and to provide the best that we can.
In many instances, a customer will have their problem solved by us, and perhaps we won't make a sale. But you know what? That doesn't bother me, because in the end, that customer will think of something or a challenge later that he will want to come back to us on, where I know we'll be able to actually solve a problem for him and gain him as a customer, gain him as a revenue-paying customer.
We never question. We stand behind the product we make. If we misapply, it's our problem, not theirs, and we fix it and correct it.
I think it's really a lot of fun here. You never know from any day what kind of interesting problems will come through the door.
Servometer's fundamental business philosophy is simply just to provide a solution to our customers that they may not necessarily have thought of right off the bat. We attempt to help them to design a part that will be useful for them and help to make their product better. And we try to do it in a honest kind of way to offer them something that will work at a reasonable price and in a reasonable time frame.